home in another fucking league.
Oh, you playing legit.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a fire too.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us?
We need to get that.
Playoffs are officially underway.
All I do really though is get the address.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Oh, that could be a twist. This nigga ready to go. Gotta have that on the side.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, he definitely was on some piss.
Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. And he'll run straight
I just played this
into
game
the
too,
tacklers
like
at the line of
week
scrimmage. It's second
16,
down.
17.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar save. Fuller run shows Fatukasi. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
I'll get another one, D-line.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to look
yeah,
deep for more.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the fuck?
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He crosses.
To throw is Wilson.
Bruh.
He finds his man complete. That's
He ain't past the 50. He ain't past the 50. He's going to do. Okay. They're staying true to the rules. I respect it.
Down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Still knows on the 4th and short, any chance you go for it? It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long on different situations that I may want to go.
Let's go, Action Jackson. You the Chargers in this shit, ain't you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see that, bro.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
ways a quarterback's keep all the receivers alive in a play.
Like every
Never
league I
gonna
ever
count
been
any
in, if I
one
ain't
guy.
had a
Make
quarterback
sure
that
you keep
was a
your eyes moving and
superstar,
scan the
I
field.
always
And here he
play
finds the
terrible.
open guy for a nice
And I
pickup.
got rest in that bitch. I'm good. You had to pick the Falcons.
I did, but I went from you remember I went from like they had to redo the damn pick shit. I went from like 14 to 19 or 20, and I was like, well, goddamn, I
Throwing
ain't
now,
got no time
Lawrence
to
on
look to see
first
who
down.
available. I did pick
That's caught
the
by his
Raiders
tight
at
end,
one
Evan
point, but
Ingram.
they've already gone.
He's out of bounds.
I think
inside
everybody
the
forgot that
35.
Russell was on the Broncos. I got that nigga
Nice
at
zone breaker
29.
right there.
I
Take
was
the tight
blessed.
end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the
7-2.
zone
Just be the
coverage,
undefeated
which
team
means
too.
he's going to be
Best
behind
team.
the
They was
shallow
7-0. Some
coverage
shit.
and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Lawrence to throw.
I was thinking about another league.
Man, what the fuck was that?
The league I seen Roach when he had the Falcons. That nigga they gave Desmond Ritter the
He's had a
superstar.
fantastic rookie season, made a lot of
You couldn't give it to him or something?
They don't give traits so much shit.
I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because
Bro, give me that shit back. Like,
it's
come
been
on.
pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jags,
That was a terrible pass by T.Y. I don't know what he had, man.
victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult.
No, get the fuck out of here. Garrett Wilson not doing that.
Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I don't want to keep moving.
Throwing is Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
But let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much
Getting
space.
flats right
I
here.
think ultimately he was fortunate to get
Probably
anything
costing a
out
lot
of that
more.
run.
Who knows? I don't know. He's about to go sideline.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Yep, you know.
He
had that nigga wide open over there.
And that'll fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agreed that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekend press conference stuff. Played it cool, took the reserve angle. But he did a good job with it. I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, I'm about to say. Oh, you bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get out of there, Agnew. Oh, my God.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23
That's supposed to be
yards.
6, 95-yard return.
Go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
You gotta hold the left stick in the direction and match it at the same time.
And finish off the drive.
But you gotta hang it
Doesn't
and
no
do
good
that
to go
shit.
back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis.
We running right at Sauce Gardner now. Fuck out of here.
Up to the 35. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of it. Here's a man right here.
I was about to say, I was thinking that earlier. I ain't see shit pop up saying nobody watching.
For this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. That's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure on in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things.
Yeah, the Chiefs and the Browns still in the All. That's going to be tough out. I didn't play neither one of them. No, I did beat the Browns. I ain't play the Chiefs, though.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan.
Get out of there, Ed.
Yeah,
they definitely lost our ear. That shit. On that shit down. You can relax.
You get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the
He got to be playing on the D-line. Ain't no way he whooping his ass like that.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Bro.
Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Connection made with Chenault. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Right there, Chenault.
Nigga Marvin Jones trying to steal his pass. What the fuck?
Laviska Chenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
Yes, sir.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Amulican. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That would have been good. I don't know. I should look without it.
They go play action with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Lawrence. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear? all night, all next week, situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pick. Come on, man.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that...
Yeah, let's go, man.
Touchdown. Travis Etienne. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. For the run, show Fatukasi, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking.
Maybe you think they get a ability to maintain break control. All the guys there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, the Dobbins is.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And nothing but green grass here in the field. Touchdown, Jet
All
ball.
that.
For a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown.
Bro, what?
He's got it at the 2.
That was going to get marked, but we didn't safety mark it.
As the first half is winding down,
that's when I first got
and the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh my God, block somebody, bro.
Return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
I'm gonna put a bench up in the garage for you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Oh, I'm serious.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Tripping, man.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, ETN once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Going for it, here's ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Bruh, why is the pass way up there?
Marcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to
start their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes
out
on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
I'm about to say, all these fucking passes he's throwing, so
He
I
gets
can't
this
get
to
it
the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Another tote for ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Chenault, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's a classic. I'll watch it right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of
shooting. That was a fucking
interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
It's caught inside the 25.
My gosh, he killed Griffin.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown, incomplete. Good
but they'll let me throw 5 interceptions.
And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Man, come on, bro. It's our flag.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On second and goal, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out, and the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Robinson again on second down. They find some open field here.
Wow.
Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Jaguars.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from it. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's taken down inside the 30. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week.